Guys, welcome to week 4 for Columbia. Let me first start off with a super duper big, huge, unbelievably crazy, big bad apology. So, apparently, what happened is this little link here was set to unpublish, and you guys could not see the video. And what apparently that did is create a little bit of chaos. I had one person email me Friday afternoon, and I did not check my email because of a family crisis until after church today. And I saw that email, and so many things made so much more sense. So, good news is this week there is very little for you to do. So, if any of you had any issues with posting, I have given all of the feedback for all the visual rhetorical analyses that were submitted. You can revise those again. So I'm going to walk you through a few things today. Again, my utmost apologies for the crazy anxiety that my error must have instilled in you. I am not here to make your life crazy. I am here to help you, and I want to make sure that I do that to the integrity that Columbia College expects, but also to the personal integrity that I have. My job is never to make life harder for you. So I try to keep this solid system with the to-do list and the video and then the links and the assignments. And if anything looks out of whack, email me, text me, yell it, send it by carrier pigeon. I don't care. But please, for the love of God, let me know when I screw up, because I do not want my screw ups to discourage you from being successful in this course. My job is to help you with that. So, we're going to take a look at our to do list for today. So, you've actually already read chapter 14, so we won't be having to do any of that. You're going to respond to the discussion. You're going to email me right here via email. Email me several dates that work for you. Give me some times. I'm available after 6 p.m. I can confirm those dates. We can either do a phone call or a Zoom. You let me know what works for you, and then you're going to need to submit your final draft of your annotated bibliography. So, for those annotated bibliographies that I have already graded, you have received feedback. So, it's just a matter of cleaning those up. I will get feedback to the rest of you that submit after I am done for the evening, and as soon as I can, and or we can work on that during the conference. So don't feel that you have to do a final submission before we communicate. So, as far as my flub screwing up y'all's last week, this is a great week for us to play catch up. So there's very little for us to do other than for us to talk this week. We are going to talk this week. I'm going to talk to each one of you personally. It counts towards your discussion post. So if any of you were worried about your grade there, the conference counts as a grade, and it will help boost your performance there as well. So that's really all I have for you today. Those of you who have submitted the first drafts of your annotated bibliography did a pretty good job. Gave you feedback on that. So we are good with this. Okay? So the to-do list is set. Let's go back to the modules. Let's go to week 4. The video will fall right here. Now, notice that this says conference. You do not have to submit anything here. You're going to email me, and then once you and I are having our conversation, I'm going to pull up this grade and I'm going to give you 100. In this week's discussion post, I want you to remember that you need to reply to at least 2 classmates. That's always part of the discussion. So let me go to that and make sure that I fix that so that you know what is going on there. So let me edit it and make sure without a shadow of a doubt that you know for discussion, and to get full credit on your discussion boards, you must respond to at least 2 classmates' initial posts. Because if it's just you writing something, that's not a discussion, that's a statement. So I want you to make sure that you discuss, talk things through with your classmates. That is a crucial part of a discussion board. A lot of times you might find an ally, and that will help you. So, again, in week 4, I'm going to post this video right here. You shouldn't have any problems. You're going to schedule your conference via email. You're going to answer the discussion post, and then you're going to respond to at least 2 classmates, and then you have your proposal and your annotated bibliography. The proposal is simply the topic and the thesis, and then the annotations underneath each of your citations. The only thing that I saw that was anything that was problematic with the annotations was your alphabetical order. So if anybody submitted anything, that was a bigger issue than anything else I saw. And I wanted to pull up a sample and give you some images to look at to show you what they are. Let's look at this one. Well, it may not give me a sample. Okay, it does. So, notice here we have the citation with the annotation. That's the citation. Then we have the annotations. And the annotations are the paragraph. Notice how it's moved over, and I can see that. But what I really want to point out to you here is that if I were putting these in a paper, BRO comes before KLEI. So in alphabetical order, this one would be posted first. Excuse me. And then Klein would be posted second. And then O'Keefe would be posted third. Notice that this one is screwed up without the hanging indent and without the indentation here. So make sure, this one is screwed up too. Make sure that yours fit this model, because this is not completely accurate. There is no hanging indent and there is no indentation on the paragraph. You need to have all of those. So again, pay attention to the feedback that I gave you in this lesson, or in your draft from last week. If I have missed any grading for anything, by all means reach out to me. But as of right now, I'm caught up with everything that was completed by about 2 o'clock today. So if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. Please remember, email me several times so that I can coordinate a schedule for us to have our conferences this week. I hope you guys have a great November 10th through 16th.